Ayo, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. So, today's date is Sunday, August the 4th, 2024. The official VP pick has not been made for the Democratic Party, but I'm just going to go with Shapiro because it's looking likely that he's the pick, mainly because Democrats want Pennsylvania. And to be honest, Pennsylvania is more or less the whole ball game. Because let's kind of go through it. So let's fill in the solid blue states, and then we'll fill in the solid red states, and then we'll leave the battleground states open. So Maine and Nebraska do their congressional districts both at large and by district. So let's go through. Basically, there are 6 battleground states. The 6th battleground, we have Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. I forgot to fill in New Hampshire. Maine 2nd Congressional District is probably going to go light red. Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District is probably going to go light blue. So basically it's 226, 235, more or less a tie. There are 6 battleground states. So Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania. So if Harris decides to pick Shapiro, then that's pretty much a guarantee for Pennsylvania. He's very popular. He won there, I think it was like a 10 to 15 point margin against the Republican challenger. So pretty locked up in Pennsylvania if he is chosen. And if Pennsylvania is locked up at 19, that's pretty much gives Democrats a pretty good pathway to 270, because you can then get Michigan and then get Wisconsin, and that'll give you 270 right there. But let's kind of talk about the other ones. I think Georgia lean red. I think Georgia's kind of a toss-up. It can kind of go either way, but I think it's lean red at this point. I think Nevada and Arizona are very interesting. Nevada at the national level over the past, I think, decade or so. So in 2008, voted for Obama. 2012, Obama. Voted for Clinton in 16, Biden in 20. So at the national level, Nevada is relatively blue. It's Republican more so at the local level. There is a Republican governor there at the moment. Mastriano, I think, is... No. That was the guy in Pennsylvania, sorry. But yeah, there is a Republican governor. I can't remember his name. Anyways, we're basically tied at 251. So the states that it's going to come down to are pretty much Arizona, Wisconsin, Michigan, in my opinion. I think Pennsylvania goes blue, especially if she picks Shapiro. Very popular Democratic governor of a very critical swing state that you really need to win the White House. Let's go over to Michigan. I think Michigan is one of those states that is pretty lean blue, especially if you look at the past couple election cycles. 2016 voted Republican. 2018 did really well. Gretchen Whitmer was elected. 2020 voted for Biden. In 2022, Gretchen Whitmer was reelected, and Democrats took control over the state house and state senate. So that would put Democrats at 266. I think Arizona goes light red. If she picks Mark Kelly, then that would maybe help out in that state. I think Kamala can maybe win that state. Arizona and Georgia are difficult because they barely went for Biden in 16. So we're basically at 266, 262. And it all kind of comes down to Wisconsin. I honestly think Kamala can win there because if she really turns out the vote in Milwaukee and Madison, I think she can pull it off. A close election, but I think now that Biden has dropped out, the whole story is not Biden's age anymore, and it's not favorable for Trump. It's now the opposite. It's now against Trump and talking about how all this Kamala momentum there is. So I think it's basically going to come down to 6 battleground states: Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This election can honestly go either way, but I still think the Democrats are in a good position because they do have the White House currently. They can run on the stuff that they've done over the past 4 years. And if you look at fundraising ever since Biden dropped out, Harris has gotten over 300 million. So very interesting, very interesting election that we have going on. I think if Shapiro is the pick, I think this is the map. Again, today's date is the 4th of August, 2024. The VP pick has not been officially announced for the Democrats. Republicans have finalized the ticket: Trump and Vance. Harris is the presumptive nominee, and Shapiro is looking like the presumptive VP pick. So that's just what I think, but I might be right, I might be wrong. This is just my opinion, and we will see how it all turns out. I'll see you all in the next video. Deuces.